Hello, students. This is Mr. Timms, and I'm here with a book that I want to introduce to you. And it says, Oh, Say, Can You See? And this is a book in preparation for our Veterans Day celebration that we're going to celebrate here at our school. And this is the history of our national anthem and other songs. So let's go ahead and get started. All right. The Star Spangled Banner by Francis Scott Key. And this is a picture of Francis Scott Key. Let's see what they say about him. This is what it says. It says, it was written on the only paper Key had, the back of a letter. So that's an important note about Francis Scott Key. So the Star Spangled Banner by Francis Scott Key celebrates an American victory in the War of 1812. So you see a ship right here, you see soldiers right there, and it looks like you see a bombing right there. Let's see what that says. They have a flap here. It says the ship that Key was detained on was called the Surprise. So he was detained on a ship that looks similar to that. The British were, I'm reading this part right here, the British were attacking Fort McHenry. Okay. And here is the next one. The bald eagle is our national bird. So there's the eagle right there. All right. So the first one says, Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light? And this was written by Francis Scott Key. It says, after 25 hours of fighting, Key saw a flag flying over the fort. Let's go ahead and look up here. It says, did you know today the Star Spangled Banner resides at the Smithsonian's National Museum of American History in Washington, D.C. Okay, let's see what this says. It's like somebody's important. They're mending the flag, fixing the flag. Let's see. Betsy Ross is believed to have sewn the first flag. Okay, we got one more thing to read, and we're going to turn the page. It says the poem became our national anthem in 1931. Let's turn the page. If I can keep that straight. There are many monuments and landmarks across the U.S. that proudly show the nation's history. So they have the Liberty Bell right here. They have the Lincoln Memorial. Right here is the Golden Gate Bridge. This is Jima Memorial. And this is Mount Rushmore. It's got the 4 presidents on it. George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Theodore Roosevelt, and Abraham Lincoln. It says, are there any historical moments where you live? Since we live in Arkansas, there is no historical monuments, not moments. There's not any monuments where we live. Okay, and let's go to the next one, the bottom one. How many of America's famous landmarks have you and your family visited? This is a monument right here. This is our capital, the Washington Monument. This is the White House in our capital, and this is New York City. And here are the words that comes from the poem that Francis Scott Key wrote for our national anthem. What so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming. I do believe I have some flaps to pull up here. Let's see if we got one right there. So this is the White House, and this is what it says. Did you know the White House has 132 rooms and 35 bathrooms spread over 6 floors? There are also 412 doors, 147 windows, 28 fireplaces, 8 staircases, and 3 elevators. Okay, let's see if we got another one here. Oh, there's one at the Washington Memorial. It says, did you know the Washington Monument is 555 feet tall? It is the tallest building in D.C. and and by law, no other building can be taller. Okay, they got one other thing they want you to know. It says, did you know France gave the Statue of Liberty, which is right here, to the United States as a gift? Let's turn the page. And we'll start right here. June 14th was proclaimed Flag Day in 1916. Here's the next one. The three colors of the, I'm right here at the top, the three colors of the American flag are red for courage, white for purity, and blue for loyalty. The American flag is our most patriotic symbol. And I'm going to read this right here. The flag expresses Americans' commitment to freedom, equality, and opportunity. And right here are the words, some of the words that Francis Scott Key wrote. Whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watch, were so gallantly streaming. Now let's see if they got some, oh, I found some. There we go. Now, here's one. Look it up. Did you know the flag was first pictured on a postage stamp in 1869? Okay, let's see if we can find another flag. There we go, with the astronaut. Did you know in 1969, Neil Armstrong placed the flag on the moon? Okay, let's see if we can find some more. Oh, found another flag. Did you know the flag's nickname is Old Glory? Let's see if we can find some more. We got any more? Oh, one more. Did you know the national anthem is sung at the opening of every baseball game, America's favorite pastime? Okay, we're going to turn the page, coming closer to the end of our national anthem. Fireworks, let me open it up. Fireworks are used to celebrate important events in our nation's history. Fireworks are more than 2,000 years old. Now I'm looking at the bottom, right here. The Star-Spangled Banner is played at firework displays to celebrate Independence Day on July 4th. And we're going to read up here this way. Many states have their own firework displays. And since we're talking about fireworks, let's go to some more words that was penned by Francis Scott Key, the author of our national anthem. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. And look at the amazing fireworks there. I don't think we have any flaps. No flaps there. Let's turn the page. Up, it says, oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? So let's go ahead and open this up. Oh, this has a big flap, and I'll move it down just a minute, and you'll see it all the way over. Look at that. This is what it says. It says, where does your American family tree begin? And, we live here in Arkansas, which is roundabout right here. So that's where my family tree begins. America today has over 300 million people from all different nations and backgrounds. Now we're over here. Did any of your family come through Ellis Island? Now, those who don't know, Ellis Island is in New York. There are many different languages spoken in the United States. What languages do you speak? All right. Now let's check. We don't have any flaps here, so I'm going to scoot it down so that y'all can see it. Here we go. It says the changing flag, and hopefully you can see that. It says each state is represented by a star, and as our country has grown, the flag has changed. So this is the flag in 1777. This is the flag in 1795. Here is the flag in 1819, the flag in 1846, 1861, 1896, 1912, and 1960. We have now the flag with 50 stars. You can pause it and count the number of stars in each flag later. Let's open it back up and talk about the very last flat that we didn't talk about. There we go. It says the Pledge of Allegiance was especially for children, the Pledge of Allegiance was written especially for children in 1892. A pledge is a promise. When we pledge allegiance to the flag, we promise to be good Americans. Let's say the pledge together. Put your hand over your heart and we'll say it together. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, students, I hope you enjoyed our book, Oh Say Can You See? And this book right here reviews the history of the song, our national anthem, which is called the Star Spangled Banner. I hope you enjoyed it, and you have a good day wherever you are. Thank you.